This is Paul.
And this is Nick.
And this is Cereal.
Cereal!
Today, this cereal is, I gotta say, it's not one of my favorites. It's not even really a go-to, but I find it kind of interesting, and I'm kind of surprised they still make these cereals. I really don't know who is still eating these. Today we are talking about puffed grain cereals. That's kind of like the clinical name.
It is. It does sound very clinical. It does sound like that you're a doctor that's diagnosing a terrible malady. So yeah. You have puff rice cereal. What? Oh, no.
I knew I should have. Never mind. I was going to keep this PG. Puff grain cereal. So what it is everyone knows it's puffed rice, puffed wheat. It's kind of sort of, when you take a look at cereal, it's one of the older types of cereals. It's essentially popped. I think a better way to describe it would be popped. So the way popcorn is popped is how they make this cereal. They basically take the grain, like a wheat or a whole wheat or a whole rice, I guess, and they put it under pressure. And then when they take the lid off, it pops, and it's like that foamy packing peanut kind of texture.
How have they ever come up? How are they like, this should be a cereal? We should definitely make this so that we can pour milk on top.
That's the thing about like regular puff wheat and puff rice. It kind of absorbs the liquid, but then it kind of doesn't. It's very much like packing peanuts.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like there's so much about this world that I look at and I'm like, how did we, as a human race, how did we look upon this thing and like, I'm going to try to eat that? Mm-hmm. Like, is it because we were so hungry that we saw things in nature? Or just like, you know what? I'm just going to roll the dice because I'm so hungry. I need to eat. I
get the idea of how it sort of came about, right? Because like I'm cooking a pot of corn here. I'm going to put the lid on it. I got my fire in my cave. I'm making corn. And then you took the lid off too early and just boop, 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 boop. And you're like, oh my God, this hard yellow corn is now a white puffball. I don't have any more corn. I'm going for it.
I love this popcorn thing. Let me pop everything. People, they're like throwing like fern leaves and dinosaur clippings and anything into a pot, trying to hope that it pops. And they're like, hey, this rice thing pops. How about that?
Yeah, it's never mind. I was going to do a thing about
is everything not PG-13 with you? What's wrong with you? No. Are you trying to sexualize popcorn now?
No. When you said it makes it pop, I sort of had some PTSD of like, can we just make that logo really pop?
Yeah.
Topical. Sorry. Anyway, so they still make your standard puffed wheat, puffed rice, unsweetened, uncoated, all of that jazz. And I did some research. It looks like Quaker still really has cornered the market on your septuagenarian cereals over here. It's just a big box of puffed wheat and puffed rice. It is, again, one of those, like, I want to say my grandma. I really think my grandma probably had this cereal like at one point when I visited her, and it's another one where you would sprinkle the sugar on it and then you just sort of eat it as fast as you can before the sugar just falls to the bottom and you have this half soggy styrofoam.
Yeah, if you're eating that puff rice with no sweetener, with no glaze, with nothing on it, like what is your life? What's your life like that you've got to eat this unsweetened cereal?
I mean, there are definitely I would say a handful of unsweetened cereals that are edible sort of as is right out of the box. This is not one of them.
This is not one of them.
I mean, I would think maybe an almond milk or like a sweetened, like a vanilla soy milk. I mean, some kind of flavor possibly, but they weren't drinking the old vanilla cashew milk back in the 1920s. So we're gonna get off of the standard unsweetened styrofoam cereal, and we're gonna go straight to the Mac Daddy of them all, Post Golden Crisp.
I love Golden Crisp. There is just like a great memory of me every evening at like 8 at night, where I'd go grab that giant box of Golden Crisp and just hum the song to myself.
I can't get enough Super Golden Crisp. It's got the crunch with punch.
So I would pour it into the bowl and I would eat it, and I would eat like four bowls of this stuff. I just had dinner 2 hours before, of course, but like 3 or 4 bowls of the stuff because I just needed it. I needed it to be a part of me, and I wouldn't even be hungry. I would just be like, I just need this in my face right now.
So when you were packing in 3 bowls a day, was this? What are we talking? Are we talking high school? Are we talking you've moved out and your brother's eating a Pizza Hut pizza by himself? What are we talking about here?
Yeah, no, that's high school. Yeah, that's my adolescence is the beginning of a great trend of me eating cereal at night for my dessert.
That's excellent. Excellent. Well, for me, puffed wheat, and I want to say it was probably Golden Crisp. I feel like Golden Crisp is probably, Post doesn't really like make an appearance, but when they do, it counts. You know what I mean? Like the Post cereals are pretty legit. So I'm going to assume it was Golden Crisp. My dad is not from the U.S., and so he's not really keen on a lot of the sort of traditional things. Like he wasn't a big hot dog guy for a long time. He didn't really like peanut butter for a long time. He didn't grow up with all of this traditional stuff, and one of them was cereal with milk on it. So because he's not a big dairy guy, he never really ate cereal, and this just stands in my head as like, even my dad likes this cereal. Like, that's how good this cereal is.
Yeah.
Golden Crisp is puffed wheat, and it has been sweetened and candy coated.
Is it candy coated too?
That's what the technical description is. Candy coated. It was introduced in 1948 as Happy Jacks. They quickly changed the name to Sugar Crisp. Then they went from Sugar Crisp to Super Sugar Crisp, and in 1985, Super Golden Crisp, and here we land at Golden Crisp. Crisp being a part of this the whole time, but just kind of like the super, then the not super, and then the sugar, and then dropping the sugar.
What makes it not super anymore?
I feel like there was like some kind of marketing campaign or the ad campaign where the bear would eat the cereal and then he would get like superpowers, and that's why he would get the crunch with punch.
Oh, I don't know. I guess this picture of him just kind of like strutting down the forest or something like that, wearing his little shirt. I guess I don't even remember him being a superhero or having any kind of superpowers or anything.
Yeah, and he had like his little Bing Crosby voice. Like, yeah. So the bear was awesome. I mean, he's kind of always been there for it. But
iconic.
It was first marketed to compete almost kind of sort of with Cracker Jack. So it was like, it was a cereal, it was a snack, and it was candy. So they would like they just sort of like, look, this thing is everything. It's the WD-40 of handheld foods. So have it for breakfast, have it for lunch, have it for dinner, have it after dinner.
Yeah.
It always started with bears. So early advertisements had cartoon bears named Candy, Handy, and Dandy. And here's the slogan.
Remember, as a cereal, it's dandy.
For snacks, it's so handy.
Or eat it like candy.
Post Sugar Crisp.
Or eat it like candy. It's so great. You know that early, like just... I love early advertising because it's new, right? So I guess here's my thinking. This is brand new to market, stuff directly to people with some kind of slogan or some kind of mascot. So, the big business mindset is this is new, so people don't understand it. So we have to talk to them like they're morons because they don't understand what we're doing. And I just love that concept of like, well, there's 3 bears on it. I'm going to eat it.
I mean, there's also just like a bit of try hard in that era, of advertising. I feel like that kind of advertising doesn't exist as often anymore. People are just coming out, it's like, listen, we're selling you a thing. You know that we're selling you a thing. Just buy the thing.
Well, and it also sort of plays to the mindset that, this concept of I like what I like and I'm not changing. I mean, clearly the pure invention of advertising is we have to get people to stop eating the regular puffed wheat. So we need them to change to this. They're like, hey, this stuff is really good. Just take my word for it. No, I like what I like. I'm not changing. No, but seriously, it's good. We're literally candy coating. No,
don't care. I don't want it. I don't want to buy something new. No, get away from me. No.
These kids today with their knee-high socks and their ankle-length skirts. Back when I was a kid, that was just totally unacceptable.
Back when I was doing the Charleston.
No, back when I was square dancing, this Charleston, what a bunch of nonsense. Whatever happened to you go? When I was your age, a dance was in a barn and the men were on one side and the women were on the other.
What happened to that separation where if you could fit Jesus in between and like 30 Jesuses in between them?
That's right. Leave room for the Lord, kids.
Leave room for 30 Lords, kids. That's what it's supposed to be like.
When I was a kid and I wanted to go somewhere, I couldn't. Now they got motor cars and electric street cars and trolley cars and them flying aeroplanes. I think I just moved our story up about 30 years now.
And their computers and their calculators and their flying cars and their Jaws 19.
Oh, boy. Man, those World War I guys, man, they were not thrilled about commercial airline travel.
They were not.
Boy. You know, do they serve cereal on airplanes? Have you ever been on a plane where cereal, and I mean, I'll go back to, for all of you millennials out there was a time when you got a meal, like sort of included in your airline travel, but I feel like the Kellogg's Variety Pack, foreshadowing, would have been like a really cool thing on the plane. Can you imagine?
On international flights, they do give you like a cold cereal option for breakfast. So there's that. You just have to pay the big bucks.
$7.99 for my unsweetened muesli. Don't mind if I do.
And it is usually, well, I guess it depends on where you're flying. When I flew with Lufthansa, it was muesli for sure.
Oh yeah, I bet it is. They love muesli.
Oh God, Germans love some muesli.
They love their David Hasselhoff and their muesli.
Yeah.
That's gonna be that's another definite show right there, because there's the time when the oh God, this was in my cereal eating prime. When the American cereal market sort of stepped into that muesli. Remember with Mueslix?
Yeah.
But they're like, we get it. So, okay, dry raisins, craisins, and unsweetened oats and grains. That sounds great. We're just going to do basically granola, oatmeal, raisins, and sweetened Rice Krispies, throw them in a box. We're like, oh, yeah, this stuff's really good and healthy.
Part of a balanced breakfast.
Oh, man. Post-Golden Crisp. Delish. Super yummy. Crunchy.
So good.
And what's interesting is like that and I know I've said this before, but that Clark W. Griswold food grade shellac varnish that they put around the puffed wheat, it keeps the milk from completely penetrating the cereal, but it gets enough so that you get a nice crunch, and
it's a nice crunch for a while too. It stays for a lot longer than you think, and I mean, not that they stay in the bowl for that long, but yeah. It's a nice crunch.
So then you've got your counterpart, of course, to post Golden Crisp, Kellogg's Honey Smacks.
See, and Honey Smacks, I always mistook for like a store brand, off brand version. Like I was almost amazed when I learned, oh, that's Kellogg's. That's the same as cornflakes. That's like the OG of cereals. They're coming out with something like this off brand sugar smacks. It's wrong, dude.
So they rolled out, bad at math, 5 years after Golden Crisp came out in 1953, Sugar Smacks. And again, you know, all these suburban moms got to get in the way. In the 1980s, they dropped the sugar, calling it Honey Smacks. Also sweetened puff wheat. Now, what's great about this is Golden Crisp, for the most part, had the bear or bears as their mascot. I have this incredible, stupid, just background of all the different mascots since 1953. Are you ready for the rundown?
Yeah, hit me.
1953 to 1956, Cliffy the Clown.
Okay. Clowns are scary. We gotta move on.
They were known for showing them to do the sugar smack swing.
Of course they did.
Featuring those hep cats, the cherry poppin' daddies. There were 1957, Smaxy the Seal.
Smaxy the Seal?
A sailor suit wearing seal.
What does that have to do with anything?
I love how the sailor outfit was huge for a period of time. I mean, I want to say it's probably, I mean, it's got to be tied to sort of the World War II and sort of the victory at sea. But I mean, the concept of, I mean, I think a sailor's outfit is pretty slick. I mean, they got the bell bottoms, they got the flap in the back, they got the white, I guess like neckerchief, kind of like Cub Scouts kind of thing, but without that slidey little metal hoop. But I mean, I Love Lucy wears sailor outfits, and kids today still wear sailor outfits for their little 2-year-old photo session. But yeah, a seal wearing a sailor suit. And then in 1961, Quick Draw McGraw took over for the old Honey Smacks.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, El Kabong?
Yeah, Quick Draw McGraw. Hanna-Barbera cartoons, man. The Horse Sheriff, of course. It was a good show right there. That's sort of, I mean, I feel like they're starting to creep into that Rocky and Bullwinkle endorsement, you know. Then they had the Smackin' Bandit.
Smackin' Bandit.
I wonder if he chewed like that all the time.
That was his calling card. It's like you would hear that sound, you'd be like, "What's that sound?" It sounds like something. Oh no, we lost everything.
What if that was the way his horse sounded? It was like, I'm sorry, that was bad. 1965, the Smackin' Bandit, which was, I mean, they're literally running out of ideas. Half mule, half kangaroo.
What?
Is that like a centaur?
What are you talking about? That doesn't even make any sense. And how does that even? How do you keep getting a mule and a kangaroo together? I don't get it.
I have no idea. Now the seal is definitely standing up. Like his fins are feet, and I mean, I could see that. I don't get.
He has an air of authority.
Yeah, he does. He does. I don't get this half mule, half kangaroo. I mean, I'm hoping he's got the kangaroo on the bottom. So he's hopping around, and he's got the mule head. I feel like that would be a little more realistic than this like centaur with a kangaroo face and the pouch. I hope what if he filled his pouch with cereal and then milk? He's like, no.
Oh man.
Then the Smackin' Bandit was replaced in 1966 by the Smackin' Brothers.
Well, the Smackin' Bandit had to be replaced because it was an affront to God.
Two boys dressed in boxing shorts and boxing gloves, and they wanted sugar smacks, but ending up smacking each other instead.
That seems like a ad campaign that can't really go that far. I mean,
Yeah.
how many times do you trick these brothers to hit each other?
It's like, let's get them again. And this is all pre-YouTube. There's been a lot of tie-ins with Sugar Smacks, too. They had, in about the same time, 1966, they had a tie-in with Star Trek.
Oh.
Which is pretty cool. You've got Spock on the front, and he's got the phaser set to delicious. Wait, it should have been set your phasers to smack. And he's pointing it sort of at you, and it says, "Space energy comes from Sugar Smacks."
Oh, is that where it comes from?
I guess so. That and very powerful combustion.
Yeah. I think it's mostly that one, though.
It's mostly Sugar Smacks.
It's mostly Sugar Smacks. It's mostly like if everybody were to stop eating Sugar Smacks right now, I'm pretty sure that we would spiral out of control and like get lost in the universe.
And then, so they had the Star Trek ones. And then in the early 70s, they briefly, I mean, this is just, I mean, you know what's interesting is we're sort of going through all like the uncomfortable stereotypes throughout the 20th century. In the early 70s, an Indian chief appeared briefly.
Oh, good. Oh, good. All right.
Because, that's what we need right now. It's like some kind of Sitting Bull type looking dude.
Oh, my God.
He actually looks like the University of Illinois Illini guy that rides on the horse with the spear.
Oh, yeah.
And it's got like this cool chevron background, sort of like a Southwest motif on the box. It's awesome. And then there's a 3D Indian card free inside.
3D Indian card? What is that?
So it's basically just like a flat card, and I think you just you would pop out the bottom and you like make a plus sign, and it just sort of stands up. It's actually a really good illustration. I mean, it's probably mildly to majorly offensive depending on who you are, but I mean,
that's what I'm thinking.
It's good artwork though. I mean, from a purely creative standpoint, it's pretty solid. So then they replace the Indian chief in 1972 with
That's a dick'em smack.
Digg'em Frog.
The frog makes an appearance.
I mean, there's a lot more, but you know what? Digg'em was replaced by a couple of these other lame ones, and they kept bringing Digg'em back. And so you've got Digg'em the Frog. He was voiced by, check this out, there's a guy named Len Dresslar who did the voice for Digg'em, who I did all this. So I'm reading these articles like, oh, Len Dresslar, yeah, and I'm like, who the heck is this guy? Like, everyone's talking about him like I should know who he is. I look him up, and he was the ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho. Green Giant.
He was the
really?
That was his thing, the Jolly Green Giant guy.
He was a Jolly Green Giant.
Do you know how awesome that would be? I mean, that to me that's a credential.
I don't know, man. Once people figure out that you're the Jolly Green Giant, like, you're doing that all the time. Like everybody's going to be asking you, hey, do the thing. And like, that's your life. It's just you like entering a room going, ho, ho, ho. Like you can't leave a room without somebody going, hey man, do the thing. And you're just like,
oh God.
I'd like to murder you with a green bean right now. Ho, ho, ho.
Luckily, I get unlimited canned goods. I'm going to huck this at you. So, I saw Jim Gaffigan a while back, and, people bring boxes of Hot Pockets for him to sign because, like, that's his big bit. Do you think people show up? Can you sign my cream corn, Len Dressler? This is so cool.
I will literally drown you in cream corn. Ho, ho, ho.
They catch him eating fresh vegetables. Len, we had a deal, man. We had a deal. You are not.
I just needed a hit. I needed a hit of the fresh stuff, man. I just needed some of the fresh stuff.
Hey, man, fresh, frozen is as good as fresh, Len. You know this. I think it'd be super cool to sort of have that. I mean, again, because I'm not famous, but to have that thing that's so known. Sure. The last two things to sort of bring up, Quaker has their own version called Sugar Puffs.
Oh, so they don't just have the cardboard one. They also have the Sugar Puffs.
Yeah, but I mean, I looked at the box. I mean, I have never seen it. I haven't seen it in a long time. And then our favorite brand of all time, Malto Meal, they make a Golden Puffs.
Mom, you're in it. You're doing it.
You're doing it, Mom. We are keeping it real. Mom. And you know what? We're giving you 2.5% more.
All you gotta do is just walk down near the floor. You just need to bend down and just walk along the floor. You get it. That 2.5% more.
So here's what's great. Now, in all seriousness, when is the last time you looked at that side panel with the nutrition information and the ingredients for a Golden Crisp or anything like that?
When was the last time I did that?
Yeah, when's the last time you really looked at it? It's been a while, right?
1994, I think.
Damn it, man. You just ruined my whole story. No, just kidding. So when I was doing this research, I read a very interesting fact. And I didn't believe it. So last weekend when I was at Target doing my grocery shopping, I went and grabbed that box and I confirmed it. Golden Crisp and most sweetened puff cereals are over 50% sugar. No, I get it because the density of the cereal has like no substance, but if you look at the ingredients, the first ingredient is sugar.
Wow.
It's not even wheat. Like, I mean,
it's just, this is just, all the cereal is like we just kind of ball some sugar up and then we throw some wheat germ inside of it and then hope it's good. I think we're good.
It's just a vessel for sugar. It's like how my nephew, he eats French fries. It's just a vessel for him to consume ketchup. That's all this is. This is like, wow, we've got all this extra sugar. How can we deliver it to the masses? Let's roll these packing peanuts in it. We've got all these puffed wheat. Nobody wants it anymore. Just roll it in sugar. So because of that, that's why all of these have dropped the name Sugar Smack, Sugar Crisp, because they're like, oh, sugar. And they really sort of promote that it's fortified with vitamins. But it actually can't even be as fortified as some of your traditional cereals, because I don't think, how many different vitamins and minerals can they cram into that sugar coating?
Yeah, I was going to say, how I don't even know if they can be as fortified as an ice cream sundae.
I mean, it's like the Kool-Aid of cereal. I mean, it's just sugar.
I mean, at least an ice cream sundae's got a banana in it.
Exactly, and like some protein, I guess.
Nuts, yeah.
Well, the dairy of the ice cream too, I guess.
Yeah, that's
protein.
it. Yeah.
And don't forget the hot fudge. And my doctor said I had a very serious hot fudge deficiency.
You need to get that hot fudge.
It's like, sure. Paul, you're not eating enough butter solids, so you need to mix it up with some cocoa powder and some sugar. Hot fudge, dude. God, I love. Do you ever buy the microwavable hot fudge?
You know that I only buy hot fudge from the farmer's market, locally sourced. You know, I don't have any time for that kind of nonsense for your microwavable hot fudge.
Fixed gear churned hot fudge.
It's fixed gear churned hot fudge. That's the only thing I buy.
And Paul, nobody really buys their own hot fudge because by the time you've gotten home, I mean, you might as well just have a chemical-based sealed jar. Oh, this guy over here. But for real for a sec, I mean, how the first time you ever had Magic Shell?
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
It really was magic.
I mean, it is so good.
It's
Magic Shell.
Like, even now when, you have like a dipped cone or something like that, it's just mind-boggling. Just like, how is this a thing that I can have? We really are in the best of times of humanity. We can have chocolate frozen on top in an instant.
It's amazing. I mean, it's just the best. And again, same nephew. We went to the Pork, and he's a great kid. I mean, don't get me wrong, but his eating style and his habits are so different from me. We went to this place when we were down in Florida that is it's shaped like a soft serve ice cream cone. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, it was great. They have dip cones.
Classy joint.
Yeah, and then what they do is they basically have like a I don't know if it's just a vanilla base or just a soft serve base, and they can flavor the soft serve. So they had like 45, you get like your cake batter soft serve. You could have all this crazy stuff. So I was like, guys, look at this. You get all these different flavors. Because the previous day we went to like a traditional hard pack ice cream with all the flavors. So we're like, let's go to the soft serve place. I was like, you guys can get the cones. They dip it in chocolate. It's a cone. The ice cream is crunchy chocolate. And my nephew goes, I'm just going to have a snow cone.
What?
I'm like, dude, you're at a place that's shaped like an ice cream cone and you don't want ice. I don't like soft serve, Uncle Paul.
That's the problem with these kids nowadays. They can't appreciate things like dipped ice cream cones anymore.
Do you understand the mechanics? Do you know how much work it takes to make liquid chocolate not harden all day? You gotta have that crock pot thing. You gotta have the ladle. The cleaning that thing has got to be a nightmare at the end of the day. You know, that kid with the closer is like, oh, I gotta clean the dip thing. Oh. So what were we talking about before? No, I'm just kidding. Golden Crisp. What about Golden Crisp? Oh, I got it. So here, this dude, oh my God, full circle. My dad used to put Golden Crisp on his ice cream.
Man, that doesn't sound bad at all. That sounds kind of great.
I mean, we need to publish this copyright because someone in LA or New York is going to do a Golden Crisp sundae.
Yeah.
And we're going to lose all rights. What if, oh, dude, you got a waffle bowl and give me some artisan hard-packed ice cream.
Do you have something like Jenny's?
Oh, yeah. What's the flavor that's going to go with our Golden Crisp sundae?
That's going to be something like a Bramble Crisp.
I knew you were going to say Brambleberry Crisp, man. And the crisp is the crisp cereal. Oh, my God. I need that club air horn. That I mean, oh, that would be great. Oh, and then you've got maybe some locally sourced raspberries on top, maybe just 2. Oh,
right,
dude.
but only 2, and they are not from more than a mile away.
Oh yeah, no, they have a little bush back there, and they're plucking them. They're only for this, and retail price $13.95.
And it's $1 more if you want to sprinkle a little bit of quinoa on top of that.
Our sugar-coated quinoa.
Hey, it's ancient grains, man.
Oh, yeah, ancient.
It's
grains.
good for you. It's ancient grains.
I still don't understand what they mean by ancient grains. Is it just that it's a grain that existed a long time ago and we sort of brought it back?
Yeah. No, that's absolutely all it is. It stems off the paleo diet, where you only eat things that people used to eat when we were hunting mammoths, and they eat that stuff, and apparently that's supposed to be better for you. Even though we have things that are made from wheat, but are still somehow 50% sugar. Like, I don't understand. We live in a beautiful, magical time, and we're trying to eat like things that the paleo guys were eating. Come on, their lives were terrible. They didn't even have like one ice cream sundae.
They had no ice cream, guys. Are we okay? Are we aware that we were trying to adopt a diet where they didn't even have ice cream?
They didn't even have ice cream. Do you think that they would have kept eating those ancient grains and their mammoth meat if they had ice cream laying around? No, they would have eaten the ice cream.
I mean, that's my mind's blown right there. I mean, that's a concept. That's my new argument now. Yeah, I'm going paleo. Yeah, they didn't have air conditioning either. So crack open that window in August down here. So ancient grains. It's here. It is. I got it. Ancient grains. I'm going to say 1994, a TV producer loses his job, gets a job in the food industry, and he's like, what can I reboot? What's that grain over there? We haven't done that grain in a while, guys. We're going to reboot that grain.
Well, what's that leafy green? Kale? We're going to reboot kale. We're going to bring kale out of the dark into the light where spinach is always enjoyed. We just need a Popeyes for kale. That's what we need.
Yeah, because we've all loved spinach so much our whole lives. Let's get a worse one.
Popeye has really done wonders for spinach.
So you know what? I want a spinach, but I just want it to taste worse. Oh, I got that, dude.
I would like some spinach, but I would like it for it to be harder for me to chew. Is there a way that I can have hard to chew spinach? That'd be great. Thanks.
And I want an aftertaste to be similar to that, like when I go into the bathroom after someone has used hairspray. Can we do that? I want to do that. And oh god, but it's got a lot of fiber and iron.
I want a spinach that I can feel all the way down. Is there something is that a thing that I can have? Can I have that?
I just want to eat a film negative. Can we do that in food form?
Is that cool? Can we do that? Also, just for full disclosure, I actually really like kale a lot. So, but it is harder to chew than spinach.
I enjoy kale the way a lot of people enjoy fish, which is like over prepared and over seasoned and over flavored and topped with oils and stuff.
Yeah. Kale chips are awesome.
I don't think I've had kale chips. I've had those seaweed chips and
Similar.
Could not get that seaweed taste out of my mouth for a while. It's like fishy kale.
Can I get something that is like spinach, but doesn't taste like anything except for fish? Can I get the spinach that tastes like fish? That'd be great.
Is there like a seafood kale casserole recipe that you can hook me up with? But no seafood in it. I just want to make it with fish broth.
Do you have spinach that kind of dissolves in my mouth like a Listerine strip, but makes me completely stinky to everything around me? Do you have some of that? Oh, seaweed. Okay.
That's exactly it. It's a seafood Listerine strip. Oh my god. I don't even know where to go from here. I mean, those seaweed things are so terrible. All right, well.
Anyway, so Sugar Golden Crisp.
Yeah, so Golden Crisp.
The Punch with Crunch.
The Punch with Crunch. You got Diggum the Frog, who was made, sort of brought, I feel like he was kind of brought back into pop culture. Did you see that Family Guy episode with Diggum the Frog?
No.
So I want to say that Mayor West builds like a gold statue of Diggum the Frog. And it's like an episode of how the city government's like blowing all their money away, but it's a beautiful like gold statue of Diggum. And he goes, smack, smack.
Sugar smack, give me a smack and I'll smack your back.
And he does like the song and he air punches. It's absolutely fantastic. So yeah, go get yourself some Golden Crisp. I mean, I gotta be honest with you. The fact that I know that the number one ingredient is now sugar, I actually want to eat it more.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I'm not turned off by that at all. Like, I'm just going to continue to eat it in the best time of day. Like, I'm not going to eat it in the morning when I'm supposed to be part of the balanced breakfast or whatever. I'm going to eat it at night like a dessert, and that's the way it should be. That's the way that everybody should be looking at Golden Crisp. It is a dessert that you can have 3 bowls of at night.
Yeah, I would, and as a snack, I would sort of put it on par with like. They say Cracker Jack, but I mean, I would sort of lean it more towards in like your Sour Patch Kids category. But I feel like there'd be a great recipe for like a homemade Cracker Jack type mix. You could do like honey roasted peanuts and your Golden Crisp.
Mm-hmm. That might be too bad. Yeah, you got your Gorp. Maybe add a little bit of the Golden Crisp in there. See what's going on.
Yeah, and we gotta call Jenny's and get that Sunday going, because that's going to be it.
That's going to be the jam.
Well, this has been a very productive discussion. I feel like we didn't touch on the cereals too much, but I think we gave it its love. We gave it its due.
We gave it its due. I mean, it's candy coated sugar snacks for children to eat in the morning and rot their teeth. We gave it its due. We gave it all we have.
Yeah, and it's pretty good. It's held on. Hey, Post, nice job.
Way to go, man.
And you too, Kellogg's.
And
you too, Multimeal.
Well, Multimeal.
I mean, Mom is locking it up.
I mean, they're trying their best. Mom's just trying their best.
I mean, I just love their concept of quantity, man. They're like, who's got excess capacity? We're going to make a cereal.
So this has been the Super Cereal Podcast. Thank you guys for listening. If you haven't subscribed to us yet on iTunes or Stitcher or Google Play Music, go ahead and do that. And if you want to toss us a rating on iTunes in the 5 to 5-star range, that'd be great. Also, you can follow us on Facebook and Tumblr and Instagram under Super Cereal Podcast. And if you want to follow us on Twitter, that's on the Super Cereal Pod. Thanks for listening.
It's fantastic. Well, this is Paul.
And this is Nick.
And this has been Cereal.
Cereal.